And it says as follows, Vayechi Adam 30 u'me'at shana. Adam lived 130 years. Vayoled bidmuto ketzelemo, and he gave birth in his likeness after his image. Vayikra et shmo Shet. And he had a boy after 130 years who was in his image and his likeness, and he called him Shet. Okay. Looks pretty simple as a history information that Adam HaRishon had a kid when he was 130. Olifna, what do we learn from this? Mihacha da'acharinan la havo b'diok nadile. What can we learn from this? That the other ones that were born, Cain and Hevel, they weren't in the image of Adam HaRishon, not in his likeness, not in his image. Why? How do you learn that? Because it didn't say that on Cain and Hevel. Why is it saying it on Shet? If Cain and Hevel were born in the same image of Adam, then it would say also he had kids in his image. But it didn't say that, so it said that on Shet. So we learn from that Cain and Hevel didn't have the image of Adam HaRishon. Now he goes and he explains as follows. HaTorah HaKdosha, the Holy Torah, katva rak b'Shet b'dmuto u'b'tzalmo. Only in Shet it wrote in his likeness and his image. Kmo shene'emar b'yetzirat Adam HaRishon. On who else was it said? On Adam HaRishon himself. Na'aseh Adam b'tzalmenu kidmutenu. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu created Adam HaRishon, he says, I'm going to make a man in my image, in my likeness. So it was said on Adam HaRishon and also said on Shet. לפי שבקין והבל נתערבה בהווייתם זוהמת הנחש. How come he didn't say that on Cain and on Hevel? Because when Cain and Hevel were born, was mixed in it the impurity of the snake. אשר משחט מאיש מראהו ותוארו מאדם. That the impurity of the snake destroys the beauty and the look of the human. לכן היו צורות שניהם משונות כפי חומר זוהמת שלקח כל אחד. Therefore, Cain and Hevel were deformed or distorted, or they just looked weird. It says צורות משונות. They looked weird. They didn't look like Adam HaRishon. And I'll repeat, היו צורות שניהם משונות. משונה means weird or different. We do know that Cain, later on, we're going to learn that in other classes, that the offsprings of Cain had two heads. There's a story in the Talmud that Shlomo Melech, we're going to learn that more in depth when we learn about the 7 levels in the earth. But the offsprings, the lineage of Cain, there are creatures with 2 heads. But anyways,